And tonight we're starting off from the happenings in Ashaiman because a fire has destroyed about 15 wooden structures at the official town there within the Ashaiman community, a suburb of Accra. A victim of the inferno says she could not salvage any of her belongings. My correspondent Kwame Yanka has the rest of the story.
According to victim Gladys Adenyo, after noticing the smoke, she rushed to alert neighbors who were in their rooms at the time, with the resident dashing to Ashaiman Municipal Fire Station, which was a few meters away. Personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service arrived in no time to contain the fire as some residents helped. Gladys, like other victims, were praying to have at least something they could hold on to after the fire, but this was never to be, as all their toil in life were reduced to ashes. In her case, as a single mother, she relocated to official town in Ashaiman about 3 months ago. Having lost it all through Friday's fire, she says the fire has dealt her a big blow. After putting out the fire, Gladys is seen with tears in her eyes as all their personal effects were gone.
Me braba ko hoye ko bo ni dan mo ayepir na jana agifie ni nyina tie dan na hye jrebe ya fa pin omo dan wo mu kro omo ko adwuma obinum ko ton ade omo amfa hwe de ehye omo ko ye na ehye omo amfa hwe.
We have lost everything to the fire. No clothes for us, apart from what we are wearing. I lost my money and phone as well. We have no place to lay our heads, no food and all. The children came to ask me where we are going to spend the night. And I told them I had no idea. We are pleading with those watching to come to our aid. We really need help. Aside not having a place to accommodate her children, Gladys Adenyo is worried about her children who are supposed to be in school on Monday, but their uniforms, footwear, books, among other items, were all destroyed. As a mother raising these children by herself, she is pleading with residents and others who are in the position to help in this difficult period. The children have lost their uniform and other items they will need for school on Monday. Another victim, Patience Awako, also pleaded for help as she and her 5 children, a deaf and dumb old lady with them, do not have a place to lay their heads. We do not know the cause of the fire. I also lost money. My 5 children and I, together with the old lady, do not know what to do after losing our house and items. My last born is less than 3 years. Our help could only come from the people watching us. We are pleading for help. Meanwhile, Assistant Divisional Fire Officer ADO1 Matthew Kumi, who is the second in command at the Ashaiman Municipal Fire Station, says his team was able to fight the fire within 20 minutes. For him, it is early days yet to know the exact cause, as investigation into the fire has begun.
So over the officer in command at my immediate right realized that they would need support or assistance. So they quickly relayed, and that of the fire station at Tama motorway came in to assist them. So we were able to tackle and confine the fire. No, there was no casualty recorded. Instead, we were able to see some damaged items. Yeah, a lot of properties ran down. So I can say that the wooden structures, it was 15, so the 14 wooden structures got totally burnt. And the things we're hearing that got burnt, about some laptops, some unspecified amount of money, and phones and other stuff got burnt. But we were able to salvage about one wooden structure.
ADO1 Matthew Kumi advised residents of Ashaiman to desist from acts which are likely to cause fire as personnel continue to embark on education aimed at fire prevention. He encouraged residents to place distress calls to Ghana National Fire Service where necessary on 192 or 112. We are informed that some residents were not home at the time of the fire. Gladys and Patience, who are both barefooted, could be seen turning charred items with the hope of at least finding an item which was not destroyed, despite the risk of stepping on nails and other sharp objects. Kwame Yankes reports for Joy News.
And back here in the studio, Land and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujinapo says the governing New Patriotic Party is the only political machinery in Ghana that has the capacity to transform the fortunes of the country to the desirable level Ghanaians would like to see. According to him, the party has performed creditably well in the face of global challenges and giving the mandate by the electorates in the upcoming 2024 elections that will return the economy to a sound footing. He was speaking at National Youth Mentorship Forum organized by the National Youth Wing of the New Patriotic Party on the theme Building Leaders for the Party and Country.
There is no formidable, progressive, forward-looking, competent, workable proposition in the Ghanaian political market than the New Patriotic Party. And I say this with all the candor and passion I can marshal. Yes, we have problems today. There's no two ways about that. There are times when even some of us who are privileged in all humility and modesty to be in positions of high office, there are times that we even sometimes question ourselves. How much more you? I would not blame you if you question yourself, because we are in difficult times and the world is in difficult times and things are not rosy. We do not have a honey and milk situation here in Ghana. Times are tough. Parents are struggling to pay school fees. Electricity bills are difficult to pay. Inflation is in its 40s. That simply means the poor are getting tired and people's incomes are eroding and so on and so forth. And so there are difficulties in this country, but there are difficulties everywhere in the world. And we all understand why there are difficulties. And so there may be times when you question yourself. But I want to say that those difficulties are temporary and they are momentary. But if you examine the various political propositions in our country, both historically and contemporarily, there is, and I said it without a shred of equivocation, I say all the emphasis I can marshal, there is no political force that can take this country and transform this country to where we want to get to than the New Patriotic Party. I can debate anybody. Anywhere in Ghana that this MPP, given the opportunity, if the Ghanaian people exercise patience with us and give us the opportunity, it is only this political machine and vehicle, the MPP, that can transform this country.
Well, Director General of the National Lotteries Authority and former national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Samuel Uku, urged the party to develop strategies to communicate its achievements because, contrary to reports, the party has performed well in terms of governance.
If you take sports and youth development, if you take health, if you take agriculture, the NPP's biggest problem is not that we haven't achieved being in government, but it's our ability to communicate what we have been able to also achieve in government. Because man to man, item by item, pillar by pillar, segment by segment, sector by sector, we have performed creditably well. In 2024, we have to work ×2 to win 2024. I'm being brutally frank. In 2016, there was a considerable level of agitation for change. And the very reason why your campaign in 2024 will be different is that the campaign in opposition is different from a campaign when you are in government. If nothing will remind you, what should remind you is that when you are in opposition, you use change. When you are in government, you use continuity.
Well, let's stay on the New Patriotic Party because an individual, Brako Asari, insists he's the man to end the dominance of the National Democratic Congress in the Ashaiman constituency of the Eastern region. He has submitted his forms to contest the NPP primaries as he begins to step out to oust the incumbent Member of Parliament, Thomas Nyako Ampim.
Since 2017, the Ashaiman parliamentary seat has remained solely in the hands of the NDC's former district chief executive, Thomas Nyako Ampim. Although the incumbent has secured his party's nomination for a third run at the seat in 2024, Nana Brako Asare, 35-year-old administrator at the National Premise Force Secretariat and a member of the NPP, firmly believes he can disrupt this continuity. Speaking to journalists at a rally in Atimpoko just after filing his nomination forms, this first-time aspirant emphasizes his consistent socio-economic support to the youth of the area, positioning himself as the ideal candidate to wrest the Ashaiman seat for the NPP.
There are a lot of challenges in the constituency as we speak now. Infrastructure is a problem. We talk about education is also a problem. We talk about job creation is a problem. Agriculture is a problem. Our tourism potential hasn't been utilized to the best of its ability. And this is what we stand for. We stand for change. We stand for a new energy. We want to change the narrative of Ashaiman. When I'm giving the mandate, we need to cross the primaries first. And I want to use this opportunity to implore all delegates to come on board and vote Nana Brako Asare. I'm the best man to take the seat from the National Democratic Party. We have done it before. Ashaiman, we have done it before. Not once, we've done it more than once, and we can do it again. When we get the right candidates who will be able to synergize all the energies together, who will be able to unite all the fronts, I believe we'll be able to annex the seat. One of the key things that I seek to do would be creating jobs or job creation. I want to create a very convenient environment for businesses to develop.
Several party stalwarts, including MMDCs from North Thong, South Dai, Bando, Ningo Prampram, Ododo Dio, among others, take turns to implore delegates to vote for a candidate capable of reclaiming the seat from the NDC.
The winner for candidate is Nana. So I'll plead with all of you that the power is in your hand. The power is in your hand. Vote for Nana. Vote massively for Nana. Let's use Nana. Nana will win this league.
Speaking to the media, some constituency delegates believe Nana Brako Asare possesses the qualities required to secure a parliamentary victory for the NPP in the upcoming 2024 elections.
He's all round. When I say all round, I mean when you come to Ashaiman, you have various tribes: Ewes, Akans, Krobos, Nums, and others. And for him, he's half-half. His wife also is half-half. That's what I mean. So in any aspect he can enter to talk to the people, seek their concern, and try to address it. And that's what makes him unique among all the candidates.
With nominations expected to conclude by August 10, the race for the NPP's Ashaiman parliamentary candidate intensifies, featuring 3 other aspirants, including the Chief Executive Officer of the National Youth Authority, Pius Hajide, who are expected to submit their nomination forms. Reporting from Atimpoko, this is Carlos Galoni for Joy News.
And we take you to the Bono region because the Association of Small Town Water Systems is asking government to settle outstanding arrears after providing water services for nearly a year. They obliged President Akufo-Addo's directive to provide free water under the COVID-19 relief package, but are yet to be fully paid. Nana Ashaiman, board chairperson of the Japekrom Water Systems in the Bono region and also executive member of the association, has been leading the charge to demand the payment of the arrears.
We were supposed to submit data of the free water supply. We did that. After a year and a half, we were given parts. Last year, we were left with 24.8 million Ghana cedis. We've been paid 10 million. We are left with 14.8 million Ghana cedis. We are pleading with the government to pay us because majority of our systems have been closed down because they've lost some of their pumps. We pay electricity. Electricity is not prepaid, it's postpaid. We have to pay our staff. And when we get the water free, we have to go in for loans to fix all these things. As the majority of us can't make ends meet. And when you close down, I think you need the consequences, but water is life. So we are pleading with the government to pay the rest for us, to relieve us of the problem that we are encountering at our places. It's throughout the country. It's more than 800. Because apart from the small town water association people, we have individuals who have dug boreholes and they were selling it. They are also part of it. As far as I know, all the data has been turned to Ministry of Finance and been forwarded to Controller Accountant General. So now we are pleading with the minister to make sure that Controller Accountant General pays us.
And thanks for staying with us on the weekend edition of JoyNews Prime. We have a lot of stories coming up, but we'll do that after this break. And thanks for staying with us. Marketing Manager of Woodin Ghana, Georgina Mensah, has urged Ghanaians to prioritize Ghanaian fabrics as she promises patrons of Woodin quality fabrics. She was speaking at an event to launch the new designs of the ever-growing African line.
Woodin is a leading textile brand inspired by African culture and art. Every year, Woodin outdoors new designs as part of its promise to keep its customers updated with trendy fashion styles. The company's new ready-to-wear collection is made from exclusive prints from Ghana's heritage, with trendy patterns and stripes in a harmonious mix of colors. Styles for this ready-to-wear collection are suitable for casual and smart casual occasions. Georgina Mensah is the marketing manager of Woodin Ghana.
We are launching our brand new ready-to-wear collection. Yes. So every year, Woodin introduces one main ready-to-wear collection that is sold in 23 shops across Africa. These collections are made from exclusive fabric designs that are inspired by international fashion trends. So tonight's collection is inspired by the camouflage concept. The collection also represents our brand promise of offering trendy African styles, daily expressing modern Africa. And so the collection for tonight has 25 styles that are suitable for casual and smart casual occasion, for men and women who are bold and dynamic, daring. That's actually what the Woodin brand represents. Yes. And so there are exquisite styles in there for everybody, be it young or old, regardless of your age. Woodin is a brand that is for everybody that is young at heart. So you just have to feel young and you will definitely find something.
She further promised more unique designs at affordable prices for their customers.
Yes, so Woodin is a very vibrant brand. Our target audience are also very vibrant, they are very dynamic. And so it's our aim to continue surprising them by always providing exquisite pieces, creative pieces, fashion statements to complement their unique style. So for us, anytime we visit our shops, you'll find something very unique to complement your style.
Some of the patrons of the Woodin brand shared their experiences with Joy News.
Actually, I didn't come in this. I came in my mufti But when I saw the dress, wow, so beautiful. And I actually have to thank my husband, Mr. Asamoah, for introducing me to Woodin ever since we got married. And I've been a lover of it. When you wear Woodin, you see that you are unique. You are very beautiful, elegant, and you can be among every peers of yours. Yeah.
Prince Kwame Kudiger's report read to you.
And let's take you to the West Hills Mall next because entering the third day of the Ecobank JoyNews Habitat Fair, we have the second clinic, mini clinic, going on, and attention is ramping up as exhibitors pledge to, of course, make a choice out of the discounts that they have from many of the options they have at the mini clinic, which is underway at the West Hills Mall. My colleague Carlos Caloni brings you a view of what's transpiring there.
Is it land you want, is it property you want, or you want security doors? Or maybe you need some insurance for your home. All that put together is what we have here at the JoyNews Ecobank Habitat Fair happening here at the West Hills Mall. Now we have a number of exhibitors who are promising mouth-watering packages from Syntex Tank to Ecobank to elegant homes and to security cameras and all that. And so I will be speaking with some of the exhibitors here to find out from them what product they have and how that can benefit their prospective customers.
We are offering free video intercom and free GSM alarm to our patrons who walk in and purchase any of our CCTV packages. So we have the 4, the 8, the 16 based on your environs and the areas you'd want to monitor. And as I said, if you purchase any of it, we are giving you free video intercom or free GSM alarm systems.
We have 2 products. We have the house and then we have the land. So for the house, it's strictly demand driven. We build based on your request, what you request for from our payment plan. We give that to you. So you start making payments up to 30%. Then you move in. As you're in, you continue making the rest in installment.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on the weekend edition of JoyNews Prime, and bless us, Sugan.